All right. There we go.
This week on NBA 2K TV, it's a star-packed episode with Dwayne Wade, Offset.
The whole thing is I'm the best.
If WrestleMania is actually pretty much still happening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
They talk about canceling it for real.
And tonight it'll be USA going up against Team World.
Their plans.
It's like looking into a crystal ball and seeing what this league will become. Some of these first and second year guys will go on to play in numerous all-star games. And hopefully for them, championship games. Thinking back, Kenny. Okay, you ready to think back? What was the biggest difference between your rookie year and your second NBA season?
Statistically for me, it didn't change much. I probably, jumped about 4 points in terms of point average and maybe 2 or 3 assists. So that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a leap and a bound because the game slows down for you. So in the second year, that's a little bit easier.
Well, I was a better free throw shooter. I shot 62%, 100% of the time. I also averaged 3.5 block shots as a rookie, the most of my career.
You shot better free throws?
You know what I said? I shot 60%, 100% of the time.
Is that a laugh, Ronnie? You holding it in?
Shut it up.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of All-Star.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Doncic. Reddish out there with Williams. And it's Bonga in at the point guard. Doncic right side. Over Hunter. Got a hand on it.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it. I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Here's Reddish. Following the score by Jarrett Culver. Clock at 6. Pass to Bonga. Team World needs to get off a shot. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. He said, now this event, it's really about the future of this league. It's a chance for young players to measure their development against their peers. And it sure sounds like he enjoys instructing these guys, giving them some of his knowledge. That's the teaching part of coaching. Guys?
Thank you, David. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's Young. Following the bucket by Team World. USA needs to get off a shot. And it's Williamson missing. On offense, here's Team World. Here's Reddish. The kick out to Williams. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional careers.
Here's Reddish. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Culver with the steal. And now USA on the break. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
To the right side. Releases. That one off the back iron and out. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Now, here's Reddish. After the miss from Trae Young. And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Doncic left side. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Doncic. With the floater. In deep. Hunter drops it in.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Here's Reddish. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Reddish the pass to Johnson. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Well, we know just how exciting Trae Young can be as a player from his college days at Oklahoma. He can just take over games. We saw it many times last year.
I mean, just incredible range and is not afraid to pull up from anywhere. The type of lead guard that can have an entire offense run through and around him. Much like another former Sooner in Hield, he gets compared to Curry in the way he plays and can take over with his shot.
It's good.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Now, here's Doncic. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Now, here is Young, guarded closely.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And now the first time out called here for Team World. And Greg, these games typically free-flowing. That is to favor the talents of a guy like Jarrett Culver.
He has an incredible way of shifting gears. Helps him get by people, sift through traffic. Some defenses try to get physical with him, but we probably won't see that here tonight.
USA will go for a different look here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Ayton. Marvin Bagley comes in for Williamson. Barrett's checked in for Culver. And it's Morant in for Young. Team World also making some changes. Odions Kurucs comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Musa in for Reddish. Now here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the paint. 4 on the clock. Count that bucket.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
So it's USA now, following the bucket by Team World. Here's Morant. Goes back up. Rebound by Team World.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
11 feet away. That's good on the jump shot.
Putting his height to great use there, feeling out the situation and then hitting from mid-range.
Pass to Hunter. Lets a floater go. Here's Carter. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Here's Morant, following the bucket by Team World. That shot misses. Williams with the defensive effort. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Team World. And there's the pass to Kurucs. To the inside, Johnson. Back to Kurucs. Passes to Musa. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Musa's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Morant kicks to Carter. And here's Morant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Hunter. Basket counts. Hunter's got it all tied up now for USA.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Johnson outside. Good work defensively by Carter.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
That's all the defense can do. Barrett just appeared determined to score, didn't care who was on it.
Bonga, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Musa, beyond the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Musa's got 7 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
He gets that one.
Well, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Bonga, the pass to Kurucs. Pass to Johnson. Williams trying to break free. Johnson's shot is off.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Here's Bonga. He has 6. To the middle. Here's Williams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And Team World leads by 1.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Now here's Morant. No points in the game yet for him. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Here's Kurucs. From past the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Team World out in front. They lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
They only have the 3 3-point contest and the slam dunk contest.
We resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for USA, they've got Garland. Barrett is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Morant in at the 2-guard.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work defensively by Carter.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now the pass to Musa. Good ball movement here by Team World. Karuch passes to Smith. Offensive rebound. USA leading by 4. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Inside, there's Garland. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And guys, as big men in the NBA get quicker and sleeker, Marvin Bagley looks to be a prototypical frontline player.
A great all-around game, and he just moves so well for his size. Terrific first step, and can also play with his back to the basket. Can follow his own shot and has a good nose for the ball around the rim.
Team World shooting their first free throws of this. No good on that. And USA with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Williamson comes in for Bagley. And Culver's subbed in for Morant. Team World also making some changes. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Rodion Kurucs. And it's Reddish in for Musa. And he ends up missing both free throws. And Greg, tonight, what's a scarier sight than watching Zion Williamson come at you in the open court?
Yeah, going 280, incredible speed and agility. This is the type of pace and space game that tends to showcase guys like Williamson.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Jarrett Culver. To stop the run. Yep, it goes, and the USA lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Reddish.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. But they'll get another chance. They retain possession. Smith the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reddish. Here's Williams, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And USA gets called for the foul.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Team World shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Now, here's Barrett, guarded by Doncic, and he lays in the alley-oop.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Team World trails by 7. Passes it to Reddish. It's stolen by Barrett. There's Garland, gets the 14-footer to fall. And now a 9-point USA lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for USA.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far. Watch out now, when this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Barrett. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Feeds to Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now just a 5-point USA lead.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
There's Garland. Second chance effort, and the rejection by Smith. Floats it up for Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 9. Williamson, the pass to Ayton. Over Williams. And too long on the shot.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Count it.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here's Garland. 6 points for him. Pass to Ayton. Pass to Williamson. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. There's Garland. Nailed from three-point land. Garland's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Team World calls time here. USA with some changes. Hunter's checked in for Barrett. Young is subbed in for Garland. Team World trails by 4. And the pass to Doncic. Over Hunter. Team World with another miss.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Culver's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Down low. Williams in the post. Doesn't go for him. So USA will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Doncic against Young. Hunter with it. Here's Williamson.
You got it. Come on.
And out of bounds as Team World gains possession. And USA with some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Ayton. Marvin Bagley comes in for Williamson. And it's Morant in for Culver. Karuch is checked in for Team World. Musa comes in for Reddish. Passes it to Musa. To the paint. Johnson gets the bucket. And that'll tie this game up.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Bagley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Young pass to Morant. Off target with his 3. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Team World. And the basket by Karuch.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Greg, how about the Latvian Karuch, the 40th pick in 2018, but he made the Rising Stars as a rookie.
Long and limber. His defense has been NBA ready from the start, even if we don't see much of it tonight.
USA shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Shooting for USA. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
And he can't hit the second. On offense, here's Team World. They're on a 16-6 run. Offensive rebound. Here's Johnson. And finally they hit one. Johnson's got the lead up to 3 now for Team World. 59 seconds left in the first half. Morant dishes to Carter. Pass to Hunter. Left side, Bagley. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Bonga.
That's his first personal foul.
Now USA with it. They trail by 1. Young passes to Bagley. Carter with it. USA moving the ball around. Young taking his time here. Here's Bagley. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bagley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. I mean, knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Here's Bonga. And the jumper falls for him. Bonga's got 8 points. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Team World leads by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime.
Welcome back, folks. The Rising Stars Challenge already proving to be a favorite this weekend. Kenny and Shaq are here. I'm Ernie Johnson. The Rising Stars game has become such a special part of All-Star Weekend. We couldn't have a better showcase for the incredible players that are just getting their NBA careers underway. Just think of all the plays that these young players have in front of them.
Well, this game is always a lot of fun, right? So much talent on the floor. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Obviously, the format of this game and these teams together has changed from time to time, which never changes the excitement of the crowd.
We've been watching these young guys develop all season, sharpening their skills with and against veterans. Tonight, we're getting to see them go head-to-head, youth on youth. Lots of energy and enthusiasm out there. I am so ready for this game.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And the slam dunk. I'm actually pretty much going to end up screenshotting the progress of both of those.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
So it's USA now. So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Luka Doncic. Johnson is out there with Williams. Then it's Reddish. And it's Bonga in at the point. Now, here is Young. No good with the triple.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, and how about another trait for Culver? That elite body control, even through contact, special.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Now here's Johnson. He kicks it to Reddish. Six on the shot clock. It's hauled in by USA. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Young with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. Count that one.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Doncic outside. Over in the corner, Reddish. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Young dishes to Ayton. Hunter, the pass to Young. Cranes the 3-pointer. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
And here is Doncic following the 3-pointer by Trae Young. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by USA. Hunter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Ayton. The kick out to Young. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Reddish the pass to Bonga. Now Williams. It's deflected.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
It's checked in for USA. Now, here is Young. He's got 6. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Now, here's Barrett. Antetokounmpo defending. There's the pass to Williamson. The dish to Culver. Just 5 on the clock. Buries it from 3-point range. Culver's got 12 in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Team World trails by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Reddish. He's tightly guarded. Team World with another miss.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And with DeAndre Ayton, he looks like he could end up as one of the top centers in the league.
I mean, he has all the tools you want from a modern center. Great size and wingspan, protects the paint well, very strong for his age, and has shown he can dominate.
Garland, he's checked in for Young. On offense, here's Team World. It's a 10-point game. Outside Williams. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded close. That's tipped.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And Team World calls time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Meanwhile, the world basically only has 4 timeouts remaining. I mean, I can understand. I can understand.
Here's Smith. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Reddish. Makes it off the glass. Reddish has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Over to the wing.
Did anyone not really think of that?
Now Williamson. Ayton in the high post. Kicks it to Culver. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for USA.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Reddish. He's got 8. Johnson, a wide open look, but they get it back. Williams against Ayton. Now here's Reddish. Back to Williams. It's over Garland, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And USA making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Team World also making some changes. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Williams, and it's Musa in for Reddish. Now, here's Culver. D right on him. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Smith the pass to Musa. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Smith's got his 2nd basket of the night. Now, here's Garland, covered by Smith. Garland kicks to Ayton. Johnson over to help. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 11 points.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Pass to Musa. They double him with Ayton. Musa passes to Kurucs. That's a 2 from Smith. Again, Team World good for 2.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The pass to Ayton. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Johnson. Passes it to Barrett. No good. Smith with some nice D. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Team World. Down by 12. Musa can't hit.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Culver passes to Bagley, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Smith. Pass to Musa. And the layup's good off the glass. Here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. Right wing. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Johnson. The offensive rebound. Bagley with the bucket.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Smith dishes to Johnson. 1:56 left to play in the 3rd. In the corner, Smith with it. Just 5 to shoot. Over Culver. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for USA. Morant comes in for Culver. Doncic is checked in for Team World. USA leading by 14. Pass to Barrett. Now Carter, guarded by Doncic. Carter, the pass to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Team World trails by 16. Smith dishes to Johnson. Doncic passes to Smith. Johnson, that's for 2. No good off the back of the rim.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
The pass to Barrett. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Barrett's got 13.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Scooped up and finished off by Bagley.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. 23 seconds left to play in the third. Good ball movement here by Team World. Just 3 to shoot. Smith kicks to Doncic. Team World with another miss. Morant with it. And that one is off.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. USA ahead, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
They've got Young. Marvin Bagley is out there with Hunter. Then it's Morant, and it's Carter in at the 5 spot.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Here's Bonga, following the basket by Trae Young. Bonga, the pass to Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Now, here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Sinks the triple.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys, and for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Young dishes to Bagley. Back to Young. Now the feed to Carter. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Musa. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Tries again, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for USA.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And USA making a change here. Williamson's checked in. That's good from Bagley.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
Now here's Reddish. Passes it to Doncic. He feeds it to Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Here's Karuch. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
at the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to Williams. Here's Bonga. Good ball movement here by Team World. Right side, Williams. He kicks to Doncic. Good work there as it goes.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
USA leading by 17. Morant passes to Young. Buries it down low. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Kicks it to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, Team World good for 2. And so Young will bring it up for USA. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Karuch. The pass to Bonga. Here's Doncic. Off target from three-point range. USA leading by 19 points. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
On offense, here's Team World, and Team World calls time here. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
With some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Bagley, and Culver's subbed in for Morant. And a change for Team World. Johnson, he's checked in for Karuch. Team World with another miss. USA leading by 21. To the middle, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Doncic finds Williams. Passes to Bonga. It doesn't go for him. So USA will take it the other way. Now Culver. Here's Ayton. That one a little long. Here's Bonga. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Doncic passes to Bonga. He kicks to Reddish. Over Ayton. But they recover it. Doncic outside. Young against Johnson to the inside. Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And here's Culver. Pass to Hunter. Feeds it to Young. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Bonga, the pass to Doncic over Young. Doncic, no good. USA leading by 23. Young up top. Pass to Culver. Williamson with it. And here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
So it's USA now, following the bucket by Team World. Here's Ayton, and the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here's Johnson. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Ayton. Culver dishes to Young. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Hunter. USA moving the ball around. Now the pass to Culver. And here's Young from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 14 points now in the second half.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Johnson surveying the floor. Now here's Reddish. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
It's good. 19 points for Jarrett Culver.
And Culver's been aggressive as well, and his shot is going down with consistency.
Passes it to Bonga. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game, and it's great for the fans in those countries.
He misses the free throw, and USA with some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Williamson. Bagley comes in for Hunter, and it's Garland in for Culver. And he sinks the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Now here's Garland, covered by Smith. Here's Young. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Team World. Smith wide open, he fires. Team World with another miss. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me, because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's taken away by Smith. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Over Bagley. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Smith.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
So USA wins it.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.
On my own channel. On my own. And do it on my own. Not that night. Sadly, that's the only. This is sadly the only game I actually play. I think I actually pretty much am making this dream a reality. Drinking tea. Let's do the 3-point contest first. Okay, so we don't really have any players in the, I mean, if I could actually look, we don't even have any, players in the dunk. But wait, how is Curry in the... At least 2 players that'll be playing an all-star game. We don't even have anybody in the dunk contest nor the 3-point contest. I don't care because I'm pretty much still stream this regardless anyway.
Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. NBA 2K is passionate about capturing the culture within the basketball community. The music, the fashion, the entire world of basketball lives within the game.
I don't care.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Get off my... No.
Obviously, we've seen the value of the three-pointer increase over the years. Every team looking to stretch the floor farther and farther to maximize spacing. The best of the best go at it tonight. And it's interesting, Kenny. Some people believe the three-point contest may be surpassing the dunk contest in popularity.
I just think it's an appreciation of the long ball. I think people understand the difficulty of it because more people are able to probably shoot a 3 than dunk.
Sure.
So obviously
it's more relatable. The three-point is more relatable for the masses.
Both of you guys are wrong in the three-point shot out. Everyone loves when the ball goes in. In the dunk contest, if you make the first dunk, it'll be exciting.
Okay.
I see your point. I don't say that very often.
Larry Bird did it.
That would be exciting.
Thanks for tuning in.
Craig Hodges.
That's right.
Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Next up is the three-point contest where tonight one NBA sharpshooter will add his name to a trophy that contains a who's who of the best long-range bombers in league history.
This is all about concentration, guys. You get on a roll, lock into that rhythm. That's what you try to do here.
Absolutely, and the crowd is completely behind you, unlike when you play a game and sometimes they're with or against. You're watching on TV, such a different environment than a game. This is really a fun event for everyone.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. 5 racks, 25 balls, 60 seconds. There are 9 money balls in total, each worth 2 points. The last ball on each rack and also an entire rack of money balls, which comes last.
And that's why you can't waste any time. It's critical to get that last rack with enough time to shoot in rhythm.
You know, I feel like guys sometimes start to drift off mentally deep in a round.
And that's a very good point. Your ability to focus and maintain some consistency with your rhythm oftentimes determines who wins and who loses.
He's got 8. Two racks to go. That gives him 12. Make that 14. And now with 16, down to the money rack. Now with 17. 18 points for him when all is said and done. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
By the time he got to that 4th rack, he was feeling it. He sprayed home the entire rack. That jumper was wet.
And so here's Curry now.
And if you look at the numbers through the first part of his career, there is no doubt in my mind Steph Curry will end up being the greatest shooter in the history of this game. Just amazing to watch him shoot.
Just over 2 seconds a shot is all you've got if you're going to use all 25 balls. So there's no time to take a deep breath and gather yourself after a miss.
Yeah, that's why I think you want to just get into a good rhythm. No matter what your usual tempo might be, you've got to keep rolling through the racks as fast as possible.
Drains the money ball. He's got 9.
Steph catching fire now. He's in the zone.
That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll. Can't get the money ball. That's 4 misses in a row. He comes away with a total of 15 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Money balls so critical to knock down in this competition, and he gets 6 out of 9.
And so we'll see James Harden.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out a little slow, but he's become quite the scorer and sharpshooter. And a lot of people thought that would be the case. It was just a matter of when.
5 points now. 6. Money ball, no good. 7 points. 8 points.
Oh, Harden's starting to feel it.
A 3-point rack for him right there. He's got 10. 11 on the board. He's got 12. He's made all but 1 of his money balls. Up to 15 now. Second place. He gets his tally up to 16 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
And he made 3 out of 9 money balls, missing out on a lot of extra points.
And so we'll see Buddy Hield.
It's all about establishing a rhythm early on and then keeping it going throughout the round.
Yeah, and I think you hit it on the head. Rhythm is so important. You can get into a good tempo and a good cadence, and that oftentimes can carry you.
Now with 4. Only managed to sink 1 there. It's 5 points now. Now with 6.
7 more points to stay in contention.
Seven points more to stay alive. He comes away with 4 points on that rack.
He needs 3 more points. Nice finish. Well done.
Oh, and he will not advance to the next round.
Going to just finish out the string here.
Yeah, just not enough.
He posts a score of 14. And here we go with Paul George.
In the history of this event, I think one moment that anyone who saw it remembers was Craig Hodges hitting his first 19 shots in the semifinal round back in 1991.
That was unbelievable. And Hodges did a lot of amazing things in that 3-point contest. He won it 3 times in the early 90s.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
Can't get the money ball.
6 more points to stick around.
Oh, panic time.
10 points on the board.
5 points more to stay in it. Four more points to stay alive.
He's got 12. He's made all 4 money balls. One more to stay alive.
And as it stands now, he's in a tie for third place.
And he's got 15 points when the round ends. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Yeah, he was really flowing at that point after he went 5 for 5 on that second rack.
And so here's Shorty now. He knows exactly what score will get him into the next round.
Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you. Forget about it.
And with one miss, it can be easy to do that. But miss 2 or 3 in a row, and it becomes even more difficult for them to put that out of their mind.
And a slow start.
2 points. Now 3 points. He needs to finish strong. Now is 6. He needs 8 points more to move on. Money ball, no good. He needs 6 points more to advance. Well, guys, that's it. He's out of it. He can't make up the difference at this time.
Nope, too far behind, but he'll finish up anyway.
Yeah, and I think he definitely gave it his best. Just not enough in the take there.
Finishes with 11. That's far below what he's capable.
Oh, okay. I already had the screenshot. I was literally about to say, I already had the screenshot. Can't use it twice, so I'll just delete that one. I just pretty much wanted to make sure if I actually had
of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, and you know, in this kind of format, guys, the slow starts can be almost insurmountable.
Lillard's got the top score in the qualifying round.
Quite honestly, I think the final round is wide open. I mean, we've got a bunch of great shooters moving on.
Yeah, guys, I can't pick a favorite. I think everybody is in the mix here.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry. Oh, back to Curry. What is crazy is that he puts up all that he does while being one of the few who can shoot off the dribble. You know, most other guys, Clark, at his level, are catch and shoot guys.
Oh, he's remarkable with his ability to shoot it off the bounce. Just a really pure stroke. One of the purest in the history of the league, in my opinion.
He puts his 6 points on the board. So it's Paul George ready to go. He knows what he has to do, and he's got 30 seconds to do it. The door wide open right now.
Oh, 30 minutes. Oh, they were wrong for this. 30. Wow.
1 point. 2 points. Can't get the money ball. Now 3 points. Now with 4. Money ball, no good. So he just put 4 points on the board. And so here's Curry now. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him if he posts a good score.
One way to ensure success in this event is by hitting those money balls. Those give you a nice jolt of momentum.
That's a great point. There have been some famous moments when a player without the best shooting percentage comes out on top solely because they're able to drain the money ball.
2 points. Now 3 points. Now with 4. That makes it 4 straight for him.
Pretty good start.
Now 8 points. 9 points. Can't get the money ball. Now with 11. Good for 13. Now he gets the money wrap. Make that 14. Up to 15 now, and he's got 15 points when the round ends. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score.
Yeah, and I took from that it wasn't his best, but he's still such a good shooter that less than his best still produces a solid score.
Here we go with James Harden. If you watch James Harden in college, where, by the way, he was the Pac-10 Player of the Year as a sophomore at Arizona State, teams would have to mark him and watch way beyond the three-point line. Clark, he's always been a deep threat, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has been.
And a deep threat who is now transformed into one of the best scoring two guards out there. The three used to be what he was known for, but now it's just a part of his game.
And so it's 15 points. That's the highest score so far. And that's the score to beat.
8 more points for him to tie it up.
Bad news right there.
His 5th consecutive miss.
A little bump of a slump here.
Well, I think, yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yep, he can't make it up in these last few shots, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks for playing. We'll see you next year.
He's sitting at just 9 points as the round comes to an end. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
You know, you just kept waiting for that point where he would get hot and rattle off a few in a row, and it just never materialized.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. He knows how many points it's going to take to be crowned the champion. Let's see if he can get it done.
So many times we see the best scores in the three-point contest come in round 1. I think the players start to get tired legs as they approach the 50-shot mark in the competition.
Yeah, and more than the legs, I think it's also that the adrenaline of the opening stages has worn off. So mentally, you can be running on fuel.
Seven more points, and he'll tie it up. He's got 9.
5 more points to tie it up.
Money ball, no good. 6 points away from the win. No good with his 4th in a row. 11 on the board. Finishes with 11. And not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
And he missed 7 out of 9 money balls. Didn't do himself any favors. There.
So that's going to do it, folks. What a tremendous performance here tonight from the winner of this year's three-point contest, Stephen Curry.
What a commando performance by our champion. Once he got rolling, the only question was, who's getting second?
Yeah, I mean, he deserves all the credit in the world for that one. I mean, to come out on top against a field like this, sensational.
And the drama, the excitement. This year's three-point contest had it all. It was our pleasure to bring it to you. Every shot terrific to watch. Now, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Thank you and good night.
What happened?
I can probably replay. Don't worry, I'm actually gonna pretty much end up replaying the stream tomorrow, so I can
Johnny,
actually
who do you
remember.
think is the best 2K player on this?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is a fun event, especially when the props come out. Makes you appreciate the level of detail that goes into each dunk. These guys are here to entertain. Can't wait to see what they've got for us. Always a fan favorite. Lots of energy around the dunk contest. Shaq, what do you expect to see here tonight?
Hopefully lots of 10s.
Lots of 10s?
Lots of 10s.
And if there are lots of faces like this.
Yeah, I love that face.
Yeah. What do you expect to see, Jet?
Well, I want to see the creativity taken up a notch. You know, I want to see you take up the creativity without bringing a prop. That, to me,
that's
is the
a
art
challenge.
of the dunk.
Yeah,
And you know,
really put some thought into this.
And you know what I want to see? When somebody does a great dunk, I want to hear you say,
Superman is in the building.
And I want to hear you say, it's
over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over.
And I'm going to go like this.
I had to think about that. I actually recreated that moment. That's the only way I can get that energy out. I thought about Vince Carter.
Nice recreation.
Welcome to All-Star Action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, the dunk contest. And from the looks of this great competition, it is shaping up just as we had hoped. It's going to have some high-flying action and some big-time jams.
And when you have this kind of talent and everybody wants to have a good time, you know it's going to be a show.
Indeed, Clark. I mean, and who doesn't love the dunk contest? I mean, it's always one of the most anticipated events of the year.
So it'll be Zion Williamson here. And the first guy up, that can be a little added pressure.
Yeah, it's on you, Kevin, to really get the crowd going, so you want to make a statement right away.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head there, Clark, because you want to set the tone for what's to be coming afterwards.
And now he's getting ready to launch. And
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with here.
You know, I mean, he bounces, and he's about rim level with his head there. But look at how high he gets up with no runway, Kevin.
Yeah.
So it'll be Dennis Smith here, second to the stage, looking to make an impression with his first dunk. Here's one of our faves right here. Oh, where'd that come from? Where did you get that?
You go through the legs or around the back there?
Through the legs.
Yeah, it was through the legs, spinning away.
Yeah, through the legs. And here we go with Donovan Mitchell coming up third. Let's see what he's got. All right, Clark. Oh, now you know what? Watch this.
Yeah, he throws it out, chases it down, and he's under the basket and is still able to extend.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh, great hang time as well.
He goes under the basket and then throws it down after a double. He's got to reach behind him.
Yes, yeah.
He had to go over his own head to throw it down.
Tough. Fourth on the list. Let's see what he can do.
Check this out. Check this out. Nasty! All one hand. Nasty!
Now the dunk contest is started.
Yes, sir.
Now it is underway.
Yeah, he woke us up with that one.
That was good. That was really better than that. That was great. Mitchell's got the slight edge after round one with the first dunks in the books.
You know, you can't be comfortable with this lead, though, Kevin, if you're him. I mean, he's going to have to kick it up another notch or two to maintain that lead.
You know, I'd almost treat it as if I'm trailing right now, just to put that sense of urgency into my performance.
So it'll be Zion Williamson here. Back to first. Let's see his second dunk of the night. All right, here we go. It's good.
Like that.
Yeah, we've
this
seen
guy
this.
man, he just got paid major elevation. One bounce, catch it, go through the legs and throw it down over the head in kind of a sideways motion.
Oh, and kick that leg way up. That was nice.
Yep.
So it'll be Dennis Smith here. Back to our second dunk. Let's see what he's got the second time around. Good, basic, high flying, big acceleration.
Yep, all of the above, but nothing to really get your heart racing.
I agree. We're still in our seats. And here we go with Donovan Mitchell. And he's the third dunker in the order, getting ready for dunk number 2. I don't know. We just saw. I know. I don't know. Look at that. It's like, oh my gosh, how did he do that? Mitchell's got a battle here with 3 guys not giving up any ground, Clark, after the first 2 rounds.
Time to reach back for that one dunk you've been saving up to separate you from the pack. Now is the time to unleash it.
Yeah, and we're still waiting to see that one signature move that's going to define this year's contest.
So it'll be Zion Williamson here. And we're back to our first contestant with his third dunk.
Good. He went and got that, and then he had the scissor kick, and then took it down between the legs.
That is tough.
That's a double clutch. That's real nice there.
That's hard.
That's not 2 scoops of ice cream, but it is 1. He went down for 1.
So it'll be Dennis Smith here. Third go around, second in the order.
That was wicked. That was wicked. The self-toss, catch it through your leg, and on the way down, you pound it.
Does that look like the East Bay Funk dunk by Isaiah Ryder?
Yeah, similar. Brings back memories.
Yeah,
that was strong. I like that.
That was good. You're right. That was good. And here we go with Donovan Mitchell. Well, he's the leader here as he gets set for this final dunk.
Well, let's see if he can finish strong because he's in great position now.
Yeah, and I still feel like he's been saving his best for last.
All right, Clark, anxious to see what he's got going here.
Oh, that was nice 360. Nice. Oh, pass was thrown from behind the backboard, over the backboard.
Well.
Yeah,
thrown well.
Well thrown.
Yeah, great pass.
And then you've got the catch and the 360.
And our last contestant looking to finish big.
Tremendous body command. Now that just looks sweet. Yeah. If I was grading that was the up and under. So that was like a little bit of a roller coaster move. You threw it to himself and he got it and then went up and under. I like that was nice.
You know, I can never figure out how these guys never lose sight of the feel of the rim. Because you can't be watching the rim the entire time.
You got to know where you are.
That's a skill unto itself.
Yeah, no question.
And let's look at the final results of the dunk contest. Incredible acrobatics and artistry from this year's champion, Donovan Mitchell.
And what a job he did to pull out the biggest, baddest, flashiest champ. He earned the title of dunk champion for sure.
Definitely, Clark. I mean, this was a fantastic event. Really exceeded my expectations.
And it's been a joy to be here to witness some of the incredible dunks we've seen. Unbelievable athleticism. And to share with everyone here and watching at home. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time.
All-Star game again. Portland.
Together.
I mean, NBA 2K influences fashion because, I mean, everybody that likes playing the game now, they can see what their favorite basketball players or people are wearing, especially even live. When people are walking through the tunnel now, they could wear streetwear and things like that. Before basketball players.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players, to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Griffin is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Harden. And it's KD in at the shooting guard. Shot clock at 3. Davis. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And Kevin Durant has hoisted that All-Star MVP trophy.
One of the most effortless scorers you'll ever see. He's had some big games on the biggest stage. And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And here is Peyton. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Pass to Peyton. Shoots the three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Griffin. Pass to Harden. They get it back, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
West All-Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good. And Anthony Davis, the #1 pick in 2012, and he's right at home in the All-Star game setting.
And he dropped 52 points in that 2017 game. Naturally, he brought home that MVP award. Not a lot of defense played that night, but again, he did get 50-plus in a regular season game as well.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Irving passes to Simmons. Giannis outside. Outside Irving. Shoots over Griffin. Here's Simmons. And they convert it last on attempt #3.
Boy, you cannot neglect putting a body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
James kicks to Griffin. Dishes to Harden. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
That ties the game.
Tremendous anticipation from Antetokounmpo, sensing some separation as that pass was coming, and then simply rising up and knocking down the jumper.
Harden draws the double. He's looking for Griffin, finds him.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the East All-Stars. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Harden. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Just 4 to shoot. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Harden. And it's 6 points for Davis. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 4-point game. Peyton passes to Leonard. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. LeBron against Leonard. LeBron right side. Pass to Harden. Outside for Durant. High post, Davis. Rebound, Peyton.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo pops in the layup for two.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Harden the pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Irving with the bounce pass. And they double up Payton. From deep three-point range. Outside Irving. And stolen by LeBron. Outside KD. On the wing, Harden. And he lobs it up. And it's Davis finishing it off.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And LeBron James, the most accomplished and influential player of his era. It almost goes without saying that he's a fixture in the All-Star game.
A multiple MVP of the All-Star game with his explosive dunking ability. I put his All-Star highlight reel up against anybody.
For Ben Simmons.
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's James following the basket by Giannis. And finished off by Davis.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Now here's Leonard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Davis. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. And the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Harden against Irving. Outside, Leonard. 6 to shoot. Can't hit that one. Now the West All-Stars the other way. The three from KD. It's rebounded by Leonard. Down low, Embiid. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And that one misses. And Joel Embiid with another All-Star game to his credit. He's right at home in all this attention.
A star on social media, one of the game's most devoted trash talkers, and he certainly can make some highlights.
Now Leonard, after Westbrook's missed three, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Bradley Beal's checked in for the East. Oladipo, the pass to Aldridge. To the paint, here's Beal, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds him.
Lillard with the bucket.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
But you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
And the West All-Stars have possession. They lead by 4. 1:37 left in the first. The pass to George. 5 to shoot. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Westbrook, no good. Here are the East All-Stars. Here's Oladipo. Second chance shot. Westbrook with the block.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And Victor Oladipo, the number 2 overall pick back in 2013. But through his first handful of seasons in this league, it didn't seem like stardom was assured.
Yeah, you know, I think playing alongside Russell Westbrook in OKC helped open up his eyes. The next season in Indiana, he broke through to that all-star level.
Good on the second free throw.
You look at Oladipo, and he is really embracing his role as the leader of his team. He's a ferocious competitor, but also a compassionate, good teammate.
Pass to George. Outside, Towns. Back to George. From about 19 feet. And it's the East with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Towns trying to get open. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 3. Embiid, no good.
And already they stake out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And Paul puts up a deep 3. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the West All-Stars. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break. With you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Jokic is out there with Towns. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Westbrook in at the 2 spot.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Jokic with the steal. Lillard, right side. we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. For the three, East grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The East All-Stars shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. Drummond's checked in for the West.
Shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
You know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Westbrook against Oladipo. Ball right side. The shot. Hands the shot from the wing.
That is the quick decision-making of Chris Paul. Doesn't take a single dribble, just sees it and hits it.
Lillard outside. Back to Westbrook. Outside, George. Outside, Westbrook. Aldridge with some nice D. Westbrook's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Oladipo, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Oladipo's got the lead up to 1 now for the East All-Stars. Bounce pass from Westbrook. Here's George, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Westbrook against Oladipo. Aldridge trying to break free, and it's Paul missing. Paul's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got his first basket.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Paul dishes to Beal. Vucevic down low. Working on Drummond. Vucevic with the bucket.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
For 3, Westbrook. Another shot, and the layup good by George. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I think you've got to like and appreciate the effort there, the hustle. George staying with the possession, then uses his length to finish off the miss.
Now here's Paul. Beal. It's hauled in by George. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard with no one around. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Oladipo. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oladipo's mid-range game continues to look better. He's a consistent threat from this area.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Towns finds Lillard. Here's Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Towns. Aldridge with some nice D. Paul outside. Lets it go from deep. Good on the 3-point shot. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Outstanding long-range marksmanship from Paul. Solid at spraying it from deep.
Westbrook passes to Towns. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Timeout called. East All-Stars. And Russell Westbrook in 2016 becoming the first back-to-back All-Star MVP since Bob Pettit back in 1959.
And his will to dominate doesn't take a break, even in this exhibition setting. If anything, he takes extra motivation to show who's king of the hill.
New players in now for the East. And it's Irving with the ball for the East All-Stars. Inside. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
That's good from Durant.
You just got to be so careful when guarding Durant, because if you put him on the line, he's going to make you pay.
Durant hits them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Outside, Simmons. Kicks to Irving. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Back to Harden. 11 feet away, and the shot goes in. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Here's Irving. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Outside for Griffin. James against Leonard. A fader. Doesn't go that time. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And now a 3-point East All-Star lead. Leonard's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Irving against Harden. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Irving kicks to Leonard. West All-Stars with the rebound. Outside Durant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 6.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination. You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Griffin dishes to Harden. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Payton, good.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Passes to Gasol. No good on that one. Great D that time from Payton. And here are the East All-Stars now. Irving with the bounce pass. And Simmons slams it in.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
The drive by James. No good, unable to end this run.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now here's Durant.
Oh, what a dunk! Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Shot from 12. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Harden. He's got 7. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Feeds it to Antetokounmpo, and he makes that one. Giannis has got the lead up to 10 now for the East All-Stars.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
You know, the scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
A floater. He kicks it to Irving. Outside Leonard. Here's Simmons, and then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Harden's shot is off. In the corner, Irving with it. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
That'll do it for the first half. East All-Stars ahead as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet Smith. Well, a great game so far, guys, but it appeared to be the East All-Stars who were having the most fun out there. And they're sitting on a nice advantage heading into the second half. The West may buckle down and get a little more serious as they try to cut into that lead after halftime.
Well, you never know what you're going to get out of this game. There's a lot of talent on the West side, obviously great shooters, great scorers, but the East is putting a whooping on them. I think they came over here and took the belt off my slats. Just a lot more physical, powerful athletes. They're showing what traditional Eastern Conference basketball is all about. Can I have my belt back?
Well, these guys come to the All-Star Weekend for the enjoyment of it. You know, but when the games start, it's really about showcasing your talent. And then there's a point in the game where everyone says, you know what? If I kicks in, I got to win. And the competition comes out.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
We've got Ben Simmons. Peyton is out there with Irving. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Blake Game, Greg. Even as his game has changed, he finds his way to this weekend, it seems like, every year.
You think of his dunk contest appearances early in his career. He was a pure highlight reel type of player before, but boy, has he grown. Now a much more balanced and deadly forward.
Blake Griffin hits them both. Payton with the ball. Loads it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Here's Harden. The shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Harden. Good D by Irving. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Poked away. Stolen by Harden. Here's Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
And how about the body control by Durant? Takes the hit, but able to adjust. Yet another thing that makes him special.
And Leonard gets it to go.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the West All-Stars. 15-point game. Pass to LeBron. Chalk up 2 there.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Antetokounmpo finds Simmons. Back to Giannis. That 3 off the mark.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
KD passes to Harden. Davis dishes to James. And there's the pass to Harden. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. 5 on the clock. Pass to James. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's the East. 13-point lead. Leonard draws the double. Simmons inside. Defended by Durant. Kicks it to James. To the middle. Here's Griffin. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Griffin's got 6 points.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Back to Giannis. Unable to get that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Payton finds Antetokounmpo. Puts it up. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so here are the West All-Stars. They trail by 11. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Big group substitution here for the East. Vucevic checked in for Antetokounmpo. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Simmons. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Irving. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Griffin. Paul George comes in for James. Russell Westbrook in for Kevin Durant. And Lillard subbed in for James Harden. And here's Leonard, following Russell Westbrook's three. Leonard attacking. Aldridge trying to break free, and it's Leonard missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Lillard. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
The first one falls, and the East All-Stars making a change here. Beal's checked in. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. Passes it to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. He's off on that one. And the West All-Stars with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Paul, sweet little floater. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Oladipo. Beal, that's for 2. Hits the front of the rim and out. Beal's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. On the wing, George. East grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And so Lillard will bring it up for the West All-Stars. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Now just a 1-point East All-Star lead. And Paul George, an All-Star from his 3rd NBA season. He has been a fixture.
A true superstar. Make no mistake about it. Offensive highlights and defensive brilliance. PG is the real deal.
Here's Paul. Vucevic trying to get open. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And the West All-Stars with possession. Here's Westbrook. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. A tight game here in Charlotte. Here's Paul, and there's the feed to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. Lillard outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars. Timeout called, East All-Stars. And Nikola Jokic, the 41st pick overall back in 2014. Not many expected him to be an All-Star.
You don't slip that far without most every team in the league kind of missing the boat. His game, though, is so unique. Not many who can dominate with their playmaking from the center position.
with some changes. Embiid comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Jackson in for Bradley Beal. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Towns is checked in. Now here's Paul. He has 7. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Paul against Lillard. Puts it up from 15. And it's good for 2. And that's now 9 points for Chris Paul.
Well, it would be fun to check the number of points that Paul has generated running the pick and roll throughout his career. It's such a reliable play for him because he's so good at reading the defense.
For 3, Westbrook. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. The East All-Stars on offense. It's a 1-point game. Jackson in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Westbrook with it.
Oh! Yeah, I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Now here's Oladipo. He's got 5. Kicks it out to Paul. This one for 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
3-pointer, Lillard. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Jackson. Paul looking around. The teardrop falls in. Paul's got 14.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Paul. Drummond's checked in for the West. The West All-Stars with the ball. And Lillard kicks to Drummond. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. From 10 feet out. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Towns has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, he can really punish you inside. I mean, Towns has the size and the moves which make him hard to handle in and around the paint.
Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lets it go. That shot off the mark. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the East All-Stars. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, we're back in a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got LeBron James. Andre Drummond is out there with Griffin. And it's Durant, and it's Harden in at the point.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2. The shot will not fall. Simmons with the defensive effort. And here are the East All-Stars now. Payton gets the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now here's Durant. Here's the pass to Harden. Over Irving. Harden's shot is good.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Here's Payton. Good D by Drummond. And it's the West All-Stars ball. A 2-point game. And James throws it down hard.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Embiid. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Harden inside the three-point line. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The East All-Stars on offense. The lead is 2. Irving against Harden. From 12 feet out. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Payton against KD. James outside, fires the 3. It's good from long range.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Payton passes to Irving. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Outside Durant. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Giannis against James. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Clock at 6. Here's Payton. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Durant, the pass to LeBron. Outside, KD. James in the post. He's covered by Irving. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Durant. KD's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Irving. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Are you kidding? This is an all-star finish if ever I've seen one.
And that's one of the plays people are going to remember and talk about from this year's game for sure.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
No good on the free throw.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Leonard, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Davis is checked in. And he's good on the second. James Harden, one of the most feared scorers in league history. He gets buckets every way you can imagine.
And the beard, known for his fearlessness, attacking, contact, and working himself to the line. I like the restraint he's shown in the All-Star game, relying more on his long-range accuracy to fill up the scoring column.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Now here's Durant, and Harden wide open. He shoots. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. KD's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Harden against Irving. Launches a 3. The West All-Stars pull it in. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yes, he does, Kevin. Love seeing Griffin finish with power at the rim. Awesome at throwing it down when he's in this deep.
Passes it to Embiid. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Harden. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Harden. And so Payton will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Pass to Embiid. Now Simmons. Payton outside. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
And the first one at the line is good.
I tell you, Joel Embiid possesses remarkable talent. I mean, this big guy is graceful and strong. He's a real matchup problem for everybody.
And Embiid drops them both. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Started.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. George is checked in. Embiid finds Payton. Tries again. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Simmons. And the West All-Stars have possession. It's Harden with the drive. Simmons with the defensive effort. On the wing, Irving. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Irving's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars. Irving's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land. George against Leonard. Outside, George. Payton against Durant. 4 on the shot clock. Loads it up for Davis. Embiid with the steal. Irving against Harden. The pass to Leonard. Payton outside. On its way from Irving for 2. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's George. The shot comes out, so the East All-Stars will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Payton. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Payton gets free inside, doing a nice job. An athletic guard who has excellent creativity. He knows how to score in close to the hoop.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Checked in for the East. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2. Harden outside. Over Irving. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Simmons, and there it is for him.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Harden the pass to George. To the inside, and stolen by Simmons. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's a 4-point East All-Star lead.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
From deep, Harden. But they get it back. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anthony Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Irving. Softly drops in the floater. Irving's got 20.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
Now, here is Harden. Inside. Here's the 3. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're behind by 1. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Now, here is Irvin. Pulls it up. It's in!
And once he started fielding, Irving just decided to make it his night. And he's done that in a big way.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They trail by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
The 3 from LeBron. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.